Hi guys,
I'm Shauni.
and I'm Mondi, and we've been married for 11 lovely years.
Yes, indeed. And today, do you want a near perfect relationship? Then drop the egos.
Wow. But first, guys, don't forget to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to talk about the topic at hand right after this. Intro! Okay, you guys, do you want a near perfect relationship? Then you must drop the egos. Okay, like, I want to say, on our, like, TikTok in particular, sometimes when we do lives or, like, videos, somebody's always shaking their head. Yes, that's called oneness.
Right.
And maybe you haven't seen it before.
It's new.
It might be a new concept.
It's
Oneness in marriage, oneness in the relationship, maybe it's a new concept. I don't know. But for us, that's what it is. And do we agree a lot? We do. Because we are one. And if there's anything off kilter, we discuss it. And what do you know? We solve it.
Just like that.
Boom. Right? Division is not an option for us, but we do the work to make it so.
Absolutely.
But it has not always been that way. Okay? It has not. So we will tell you how we got to a place of oneness and a darn near perfect relationship. So get to a near perfect relationship by taking your ego out of the relationship.
Yes.
I do not mean take away your self-esteem. I mean take away the self-importance as it relates to the relationship. Okay? Because what I find a lot of times in people's relationships, and I must admit it was in ours, was the self-importance aspect. We always are about self, how important we are in the relationship, all the while not noticing or caring about how important the other person is to the relationship. Right? So if we take our egos out of it, if we take that self-importance out of it, if we focus on the needs and desires of our partners, then you will find yourself in a situation very utopic. Surprisingly. And who knew it was that doggone easy?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when you take that ego out of the relationship, your problems pretty much dissipate on their own. Because everybody's needs will be taken care of.
True.
Right? So what problems? Okay? That's how you become one. By being selfless. No?
Yes, I totally agree with you. But listen, for guys, it's a little different because for, our egos, we identify with them so much. But for us, taking away our egos is like taking away our manhood. But in reality, it's really not like that at all.
Right.
Think about it like this, guys. If I take my ego out and I become selfless, right? And I focus on her needs, and then she does the same thing for me, we have literally found an easier and more loving way to solve our problems, right? Nobody's mad, nobody's upset, we both have gotten what we want, but in a loving way.
Yep.
Listen, but the key to making this all work is great communication. If y'all fussing and hollering, it ain't gonna work. One person's gonna shut down, the other person's gonna shut down, and that's gonna be it.
100%. You know what I'm saying? Or one person gonna feel disrespected, the other person is like, so what? It ain't gonna work. Okay? Again, here's communication. All boils down to effective communication.
Yes.
We, as a matter of fact, we have a video on our playlist relationship success playlist on communication, because it is darn near the thing that either brings a relationship to a next level
or takes it down,
and takes it out, because either the other person's gonna yell, fuss, and cuss back, and y'all ain't gonna solve nothing.
Nope.
Or they're gonna shut down and y'all are gonna solve nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
So communication is it.
It is, and on that note, how these relationships fail, and we can tell you from experience, is like it's a slow buildup of little micro resentments. Micro resentments, these little things that just build up over time that you have not addressed.
Yep.
And they accumulate into something big that really could have been addressed at a lower level if you had took the time to just attack it at that time.
Yes, indeed.
But you let it build up.
Yep.
And now she mad because you done put the dish soap on the wrong side of the sink.
Right.
You done left your toothbrush on the wrong side of the sink.
I ain't about no toothbrush, no dish soap at all.
You have got to address it right then and there. Don't let things build up. Don't let microaggressions build up. Don't let micro neglect build up. And neglect meaning that you are not doing what you're supposed to do in your relationship.
100%.
Don't let those little micro neglects build up. Those little things that you're supposed to be doing, the romance, the telling her how beautiful she is, the intimacy, the emotional contact, the things that women need, and men for that matter 100%. Need in a relationship.
Yes.
Don't let those things build up.
Yes, because those micro neglects turn into micro resentments.
Yes.
And those micro resentments turn into a mountain of resentments.
Yes.
And you don't a lot of times recognize it or realize it in your relationship until you have a mountain of resentments. And then here goes the tumble of your relationship.
Yes.
So recognize those micro neglects and those micro resentments from the start and resolve it.
Yes, they're subtle, guys. They're real subtle. They don't look like anything. It's not anything that's going to raise an alarm or you're going to be like, oh, my relationship's in danger. No, it's real subtle. But it triggers something in you to let you know that ain't right.
Yep. Don't like it.
And you have to address it in a nice way, in a respectful way,
and solve it.
That's it.
100%.
And you both are mature enough to resolve it.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. Sometimes. Sometimes I feeling. Yeah. Okay. So what did we do? How did we get to that point of near perfection in a relationship? Because it seems like impossible, but it's really not. Okay? If everybody decides to do what is necessary and do what they are supposed to do on their ends, it's really not hard.
Take your ego out.
Yes. When we was looking, like when we got to it, we was like, bro, we could have gotten that a long time ago. You get what I'm saying? But it was egos.
Yes.
Both of our egos, big egos, that was standing in the way. Okay, so I think I kicked the change off, right? Because what happened was, I'm going to tell you what happened. I've said this story before, is that he was like, look, because I was a yeller and a screamer, and when I got mad, I went off. Okay? Like furniture moving, severe clowning in the joint. Okay? So, but he was just like, bro, and he was just, I just can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So he walked out. Right? And for me, other relationships, I was like, cool, bye. You get what I'm saying? But this one was different. This one was very different. And I knew it. So I had a decision to make. I had to decide whether I wanted to let him just walk away or did I want to make a change. But first I had to evaluate, was the change worth it?
True.
Okay? And when I just sat down and took a look at it, I was just like, Sean, this is a problem. Okay? And it's not even really about him. It's about the things that you have gone through in your life and you're taking it out on him. is really what it is, right? And so I had to take a look at it, because I believe when you change in a relationship, the change should be beneficial to you as a person, and then it so happens to benefit the other person.
Filters down to them.
Right. It filters down to them, right? So that's how change should be in a relationship. So what I did is start to work on myself, right? And then after that, I started to work on my own issues, okay? Deal with what was causing me to do what I was doing. And after I worked it all down, I asked him, I said, look, work with me. It's a long life of nonsense and foolery. Okay? So work with me. Let's talk. Hey, you doing it? Hey, you doing it? So I can know to chill, right? But what I got down to was I refused to argue. Okay? I literally refused to argue. Once I got worked through my own issues, I refused to argue, because he had gotten to the point where he was acting like me. You get what I'm saying? Cutting up. So I refused to argue, right? And then he would go in. I said, you doing it. You doing what I was doing, the very thing that you didn't want.
Yeah, because I was feeling like that was the way we had normally resolved our issues, and well, not even resolved them, but how we addressed our issues with arguing.
Yeah.
And so I was just, mimicking what she did.
In that mode.
Mode. And so when she changed, it was like,
what we doing now?
What we doing now? We ain't arguing? What we gonna do now?
Yeah, and I would literally get up and walk away, and I was just like, look, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not in that place anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. So when we can talk, like two adults, and talk respectfully to one another, I'm willing to sit down and for us to talk about it and work it out. You get what I'm saying? And that's how the start of it began, right? When we became a safe place for each other to come to and be vulnerable, that's when we created a bond that could not be broken. That's when we created our oneness. Most relationships are separate because they're based on self-importance, what I want, what I need. If you take all that away and focus on the needs of each other and focus on your troubles and your issues and get that together, listen, you can really get to a place of oneness and get to a bond that's like, can't nobody come between it. I don't care who they are. You get what I'm saying? What prompted you to switch over and try to make that change as well, like dropping the ego and and trying to really get to that place?
I think the first thing was that I was always open-minded.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was never one of those people who had a closed mind to things and was like, my way, this is it, this is how it is, and that's it.
Yeah.
I was always open-minded, and that meant being open-minded to change.
Yeah.
Open-minded to another person's point of view. I may have not liked it.
Right.
I may have not always received it in the best way, but I was always open to hearing it.
Right.
And the other thing was that, I loved you.
Aww.
And I did not want to lose you.
Aww.
Especially not because of something that I could avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was something that I had control over in myself. And I was like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. She's worth it.
Aww.
Stop being a jerk. Once I got control over myself and my ego, I realized, not even control, but a handle on it. Because you really never get a control over your ego.
Yeah. You always got to constantly work on it.
The ego is like a wild stallion. It just wants to buck. You be riding on the road with your ego, and he's like, yeah. And next thing you know, he's just bucking.
No, we going this way. No, we ain't. We're going this way.
So once I got comfortable with it, and I understood that, okay, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I realized that, dude, you need to change.
Yeah.
She's worth the change. Y'all can grow together. Y'all can be strong together. Y'all can be great together. You can be, everything that you want.
Yeah.
And have everything.
And she's changing.
And she's changing.
Yeah.
Yes, that was key. I saw the change in you, and I realized that it was worth it. It was like, yo, she's changing. You need to change.
Yeah.
And I did not want to be outdone.
Of course, it's a little competition.
That's right.
For who's going to be the best at changing.
Okay, Okay, guys, this is a great place for us to leave it right there.
Yeah.
If there was something that you heard, you liked, disliked, whatever it was, drop it in the comments box below. We want to hear from you.
Indeed. And if you would, if you could, support us at our website, www.urbanwellbred.com.
That's right. And please don't forget to like.
And share. And whatever you do, please, whatever you do.
Whatsoever.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button.
Ding.
Until next time, peace.